Good evening, everyone. We'll continue today. Yeah, can you all see my screen? Yeah, thanks, Ron. Yeah, today we will continue Java util package. So a few more classes are there which are important. So we'll continue that, and tomorrow we will cover concurrencies or threading. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, so we'll start with the string tokenizer. So whenever you are processing text, right? Say for example, you want to analyze what exactly is there in the text, or you want to split a particular text, a string, and then you want to do something out of that particular text as a string or words. Say for example, you have a string hello world. So you want to kind of like split it into hello and world string for some processing. Okay, for some processing. For example, say for example, you have some search engine in which you want to kind of like you want to search for hello. Okay, and all the in your text or in your document, wherever you have hello, or in your documents, set of documents, wherever you have hello, you want to display all the file names or whatever it is. Okay, those kinds of things. Okay, what you can do is you can try to kind of like implement an analyzer. In that analyzer, you can kind of like split into words or try to find like a hello world, and then take out the name of the file, and those kinds of things you can do with the string tokenizer. Okay, what you can do is like you can read each and every line of a particular document, find out whether split it into different words, find out whether hello exists in that particular document or not. Okay, in such a way we can use this string tokenizer. Okay, so what it says is like parsing an input string to find out a particular word exists or not, or for that matter, if you want to implement your own calculator or something like that, and if you want to kind of like implement your addition or subtraction or multiplication for your own calculator. Okay, whatever the input that is provided, that you have to parse it and identify which are all the operators, which are all operands, and try to do actual calculation on your calculator. Okay, so you can actually implement using string tokenizer. You can implement whatever the things like calculator and those kinds of applications on your own. Okay, so here that is what we say parsing. Okay, so parsing is nothing but breaking up into your text into words or whatever it is. Okay, and then trying to analyze what are those things. Okay, that is what is the splitting the text into text to parse a particular string. Okay, so this implements enumeration. So we have discussed enumeration in previous class. Okay, it is a interface which has methods which defines methods that are like has more elements. Okay, next element. Okay, I think these two are the methods that are defined by enumeration. Okay, these are the methods defined by the enumeration interface. Okay, apart from that, string tokenizer implements its own methods, that is count token, has more tokens. Give me a second here. And count tokens has more tokens, next token, and next token delimiter we can specify. Okay, so so these are the constructors which we have. We can pass a particular string to tokenize it. Okay, by default the delimiter that you specify for string that is passed is space. Okay, it considers it as space. Default delimiter is space. If you don't specify any delimiter, space is considered as your delimiter for splitting the string that is passed. Okay, Also, you can specify delimiter here. For example, if you want to specify delimiter like this thing, okay, after this is considered as a delimiter, and then based on that one, the string that you pass, right, that will be kind of like split. Okay. Apart from that, wherever you specify delimiter, right, in these two constructors, if you specify delimiter, the delimiter is not considered as part of token. Okay, that is not considered as that is not taken into consider. I mean, like it is not considered as a token itself. That particular delimiter is omitted from the text that you enter. Okay, or the string that you enter. Okay, if you want that also as a token, you can use the third constructor where you specify boolean is equal to true. Okay, specify true, then delimiter also will be considered as this one. What is that? Delimiter will also be considered as a token. Okay, let us see an example. Okay, so here is an example. What are we doing here? We are kind of like first constructor we have used. So what is happening? Like here we have not specified any delimiter here. So what it should take? It should take it as space, right? So based on the space, it will break down this particular string into words. That is this word, this word, this word, and this word. Okay. So let us see. Let us run this program and see what exactly happens. Okay. So here we can see. Okay. Token. Hello. How are you? So the whole word is split into 4 words. I mean, the whole sentence is split into 4 words. But if you notice, the spaces are not included. Okay, the spaces are not included because space is considered as delimiter here. Okay, so if you want to split based on your comma, you can do another. You can kind of like specify. ST1. Okay. Tokenizer. And then you can specify comma as your delimiter. Okay. So in that case, let us try to do the same thing here. 1, 1, and 1. Okay. So if you see, the difference, right? But I don't know. Okay. Let me put it here. Okay. Now if you see here, this is our first the first thing that is st, which has split the particular sentence into 4 words based on default delimiter, that is space, tab, whatever it is. Okay. So here we can see the number of tokens available are 4. Okay. In the second string tokenizer object st1, we have specified explicitly. We have specified comma as the delimiter. Okay. Based on that one, we have 2 tokens now. One is hello, and then how are you? Okay. Notice that here also we have not included comma. So comma is not included as a token itself. So if you want to include that also as token, so let us try to do st2. Okay, and just mention true. Okay, let us try to do the same thing here. Okay, number of tokens is available is 0. Why did it do? Okay, so here it is st2, st2 and st2. Okay, okay, so now it shows 3 tokens are available. Okay, so hello, and we can see the token, the delimiter itself is considered as comma. Okay, and how are you? For that matter, say for example you have for a particular string addition. Okay, you want, say for example, I'm just saying that I'm just giving one simple example. Okay, 43 plus 24, 23, whatever it is. Okay, and then okay, so now string tokenizer is equal to string tokenizer. So you can pass addition. Okay, and then you want delimiter as plus, and then you can give true. Okay, so with this string, considering this as a string, what I will do is not like this. Let me try this way. Okay, next token char is equal to next token okay % of add token dot trim. Okay, I will trim it. So here we have space, right? I will trim that so that we get integer dot % of integer dot %. Okay, next add next token. So let us consider this as char. Okay. Index 0. Okay, then int j is equal to same thing. So whenever I do next token, right, it will go to the next one. Okay, then if ch equals plus, okay, then line is equal to I plus j. Okay, so sum of I plus j you can tell. Okay, like this, just an example, simple example I am showing, like how you can parse it. You can give, I mean, whatever the like you can say for example you can use scanner for accepting integer, I mean accepting some sentence from or not sentence, some numbers, and then your whatever the things like these kinds of sentences input from your keyboard, and whatever the input that you are accepting, you just parse them based on your requirement, okay, like this, okay. And then for example, if you are trying to implement one particular calculator, just for example, okay, so if you type, usually you do like this only, right? For calculators, you do like this only, right? You add, and then I mean, you start typing from calculator keyboard, and then your calculator actually parses it, and then based on the operator that you have provided, it actually gives you the result, right? So that is how calculator does it. So this is just a simple example to show how it is done, okay. This is just a simple example for showing how calculation is done in calculators. You can implement your own calculator. Okay, just try implementing those things, calculator using these kinds of logic or some other logic. Okay, but try to use string tokenizer. Simple things. Try to accept something from your keyboard and try to parse it. I have given 14 plus 23 here. You can give 14 minus 23. 14 into 14 divided by 23 or something like that you can give, and based on whatever the parameter that you provide, you can kind of like give a switch case or whatever the logic you want to implement, you implement it, like if else or something like that. Okay, so you can implement that one. So anyone has any questions in this, please let me know. Okay, that is how you parse and take action based on the parsing of your text. Okay. Okay, seems like no one has any. Give me a second. Oh, sorry, Kavita. Yeah. Yeah, Kavita. Yeah, it actually starts with the 0, right? What exactly happens is we are trying to. Okay, let me back up a bit. So Kavita is asking. I have used char at, right? Here char at I have used, right? So in this I have used char at of 0. Okay. So what exactly is happening is. Okay, so what exactly is happening is we are trying to tokenize the string based on plus, right? So what exactly happens is this whole thing, right? This whole thing is considered as one token. This is considered as next token. This is considered as next token. Okay, that is 24 and space will be there. Okay, there will be a space. Then plus, and then space 23 will be there. Okay, so if you remove this particular this one, so this will be there. So that is why I have trimmed this here. Okay, this is trim. So if you want to confirm that, what you can do is, yeah, 1 minute, Pawan, I'll come back to you. What you can do is, okay, let us create one more thing. let us do this way. Okay. So what is happening here? Here, right? 14, and then there is a space between 14 and. I hope all of you can see my screen. Yeah, Pawan. Class is getting recorded. Okay. Okay, you can see the space here, right? But with the operator itself, we don't have any space. But here also we have space. After before 23 and after 14, we have space, right? So that is why I just trimmed it. Okay. So when even you have to take care of those things as well. Okay. Say for example, you can give like tab T. Even if you give this, we are basically trying to trim based on plus, right? So we have given the delimiter. That is why the tab is added to your 14 and then space, tab and space is added. Okay. So here we have after the tab space is there, after tab space is there. Okay. That's why it added. So if you try to click here, see this is the tab, this is your space. Okay. This is the tab, this is your space. Okay. So so that is why we have to take care of those things. But when you read the second token, right? This is second token. This is our second token. It doesn't have anything. Okay. So here at this point, the sentence or the text is split. That is at this point. Okay. The text is split, and from at this point the text is split. Okay. At this point, that is why there won't be any this thing. What is that? Any space between plus before or after plus. But these things, all these things are written as strings only. Okay, all these things are written as strings. So you have to kind of like trim those things. You have to take care of all these things. Like if you enter space between the before the word you enter or the number you enter. Okay, those kinds of things you have to take care. No, it is showing red for me. I am not sure whether it is red for you. Kavita is telling that class is not getting recorded, but I can see the class is getting recorded. I'm not sure whether it is displaying. Give me a second. Yeah, it is getting recorded. Okay, I can confirm that it is getting recorded. I did not stop or pause anywhere. Okay. Okay, Shravanti is confirming that it is getting recorded. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Pawan. Okay, Pawan also is seeing that the red button, recording button is there for him. Okay. Okay, so that is how we use the string tokenizer. You can think of any other things like, for example, say you have one, you are using some NoSQL database, okay, and then say for example MongoDB, okay, that stores data in the form of documents, okay. That stores documents in the form, stores data in the form of documents. That is your JSON document. Okay. So assume that you don't have anything. Okay. You know where are the actual documents are there, and you want to kind of like do some analysis on the particular on those particular documents. Okay. What you do is like there will be each document is nothing but it is a field and value. It will have some fields. The JSON will have fields and then associated values. Okay, so they are separated by colon. Okay, so say for example you want to search for some particular field, like some name is equal. Now say name, say Vikram. Okay, so you want to search for this particular word Vikram. Okay, so you want to which are all documents contain Vikram, you want to search. You can read each and every document. Okay, they will be like you can read each and every document as a single text file, and then find out search for this particular field, that is name, and then see whether any of those names contain Vikram. Okay, so in such cases, what you have to do, you have to tokenize based on your colon, the string, read the string, okay, this particular text or line, and then tokenize it based on your this one. What is that? Based on your colon. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. That is date class. Okay. So as the name suggests, it encapsulates current date and time. So we have we have one constructor, okay, which initializes this object to current date and time. Okay. Before 1.5, this particular class had a lot of methods. Okay, lot of methods to retrieve various components of a date. Okay, for example, you'll have year, month, and then date, day of a month. Okay, and then what else? Hours, minutes, seconds, and all those things. Okay, it had all these methods for all these three methods, but after JDK 1.5, okay, it is split into, all the methods are split into calendar and Gregorian calendar. Okay, Gregorian calendar. So all the methods are split into these two classes. So now, if you see date class, there will be very few methods. Okay, so let us see those methods. Let me do one thing. I'll show you. That is util. Okay. Next, go to date. Okay. So in this, you see so many constructors are there, but most of the constructors, if you see, they are marked as deprecated. Okay. So most of the constructors, right? The only constructor available now is the default constructor, and all other constructors are kind of like marked as deprecated. because they were introduced in JDK 1.1. After 1.5, all these things are deprecated. Most of the methods that were there in date, they were moved to either Gregorian calendar and calendars. Okay. So if you try to use any of these methods, deprecated methods, you can easily make out when you try to use those methods in your this one. What is that? In your Eclipse, it tries to show you like you're using trying to use a deprecated method. See here. So get that it strikes off that method. So deprecated method, it shows like it is deprecated. Okay. So you can, if I run this program, it will give the date as long number, which says how many kind of like time, how much time it has elapsed since the January 1st, 1970. Okay, so it shows like that. So this will give you exact this one. 29/11/2016. Okay, give me a second. Okay, here is the thing. Okay, so 1969 December 31st and 6 o'clock 6 CST. 6 CST means what is that? Evening 6 CST is 6 plus 6 is 12, right? So yeah, that's what it is showing. Okay, CST is your this one. What is that? Let me add plus. Okay, CST is your from GMT, it is 6 hours behind. Okay, from GMT it is 6 hours behind. That is why it is showing December 31st. When you add it as 0, right, it points to exactly like Jan 1st, 1970. Okay, but when you run it, here it is showing 31st December 1969, evening 6 o'clock CST. That is, it actually is January 1st. Okay, January 1st, not exactly January 1st, 31st of kind of like 12 at the night. That you can consider as 12 a.m. That's what we say, right? 12 a.m. January 1st, 12 a.m. 1970. Okay, so but because of CST, because of time zone, it is showing as 6. Okay, 6 in the evening, which is nothing but 6 plus 6. Since CST is 6 hours behind the GMT, it is showing 6 o'clock. So if you add 6 to it, it becomes 12 a.m., which is nothing but January 1st, 1970. Okay, so when you initialize it with 0, it will give you the exact the epoch time. That is what it shows from 1st January 1970. Okay, so but whenever we try to use this one here, that is the deprecated methods, it shows like this. That is, it strikes off that particular method, deprecated method. Okay, that is functionality of your Eclipse. Okay, so what are the existing methods now? So these are the existing methods. Okay, clone, it clones. You can check, say for example, I have this particular epoch, right? So I can check whether the current date comes after this particular epoch date. Okay, so that is, we can use current date. So today dot after. Okay, so also we can use before. Okay, so it will show. So current date is after your 1st Jan 1970, right? That is why it shows, it gives true. But current date is, since current date is after Jan 1st 1970, this result gives you false. Okay, so it says, it compares two dates and says whether this this is your invoking date, right? This object comes before this or this object comes after this. Okay, that is what you use it. After that, what else? Equals object, obviously it compares two dates for equality, and then you have compared to. We know how compared to works, right? So it returns one of the three values, that is positive, negative, and 0. Okay, say for example, we can use this way. Print line value. Okay, today compared to today. Okay, and then today compared to folks. Okay, so now we can see the values. So today comes after, today is equal to today, right? That is why it is giving 0 here. So today comes after, that is, this one is greater than this one. This comes before this. Okay, so here it is negative, means this comes after this. Okay, so that is how you can use comparative method. So any other method, equals is there. So most of other methods are deprecated here. So there is no toString method is there. We know what toString does. Okay, so most of these methods are, say, if you can see here, they are moved to your calendar. Okay, so get here, you can get the they are moved to, those methods are moved to your calendar as constants. Okay, so let's move on to this is how you use date. Not much functionalities are there as of now with the date. Okay, and okay, so let us, Shravant is asking one particular interesting question, that is your what is the difference between string split method and then your tokenizer. Okay, so let us go to string. Where is string? Okay, so we have split method. Okay, so regular expressions, we can specify regular expressions for these strings. Okay, split the string around matches for the given regular expression. So whatever the regular expression that you specify here, right, based on that regular expression, the specified string on which you invoke, right, that particular string is splits this string around matches of the given regular expression. So there are something called as regular expressions. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of those things. So regular expressions we've used the wild characters, right? So those kinds of wild characters we can use for finding out certain matches, like grep, right? Grep command in Unix. I'm not sure how many of you are aware. So grep is nothing but global regular expressions only. So you can specify those regular expressions here as a string. Okay, based on that one, this particular string will be split. Okay, that's what this particular string does. This method does. Okay, we'll see certain examples later, but let us not concentrate on this. You try these examples. If you have any questions, let me know. I will try to answer to your questions. Okay, Shravanti, just let me know if you have any questions. Try these things. Like we have to specify regular expression here. Okay, try this thing and let me know if you have any doubts or if you are not able to do anything. I will try to explain it to you. Okay, with some examples. Okay, so let's move on to this. So that's what you specify regular expressions here. Okay, based on that regular expression, the specified string is split. Okay, so here in a string tokenizer, what you do is like you specify, like if you want space delimited, no need to specify any delimiter, and if you want delimiters, you can explicitly specify delimiters in that. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so yeah, date, after, before, compared to, get time, set time, all those things are there. Yeah, we can discuss about calendars now. So there are two classes which are important. Using these two classes, you can implement your own calendars. Okay, it might take some time, but you can implement your own calendars. Whatever the calendar that you want, right? You can implement those calendars based on these two classes. So what exactly calendar does? It's an abstract class. Notice that it's an abstract class. So it will not allow you to create objects of calendar class. Okay, that means you can't use new operator for construct within the constructor. Okay, since it is an abstract class, we cannot create an instance of that particular class, but there is a method called get instance. Okay, there is a method called get instance which returns Gregorian calendar, which is initialized with current date and time. Okay, it is initialized with current date and time. I think I mentioned that for date is not a Gregorian calendar, but calendar is a Gregorian calendar. So here, when we specify default constructor, it gives you current date object. Gives a current date object. Okay, but here when you try to create get instance, say for example, get instance is a static method. Okay, get instance is a static method. So you can call directly on calendar dot get instance. Okay, get instance. So this will give you Gregorian calendar, which is a subclass of a calendar object. Okay, so this will give you Gregorian calendar, which is initialized with current date and time. Okay, so this is since this is an abstract, some of the methods are abstract, and Gregorian calendar is one of the implementations of your calendar class. Why do you have this Gregorian calendar as this calendar as abstract class? Say for example, you want to implement your own calendar. Okay, you want to implement your own calendar where you have your own specific symbols for each and every date. Okay, you can specify all those things and create your own calendar. Okay, create your own calendar. For example, if you want an application which keeps track of which are all days, Sundays and Mondays, Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays comes. Okay, and then you can create your own calendar where you can find out whether a particular day is a holiday based on your region or your specific locale. Okay, in the sense like in US, which are all the days holidays, or in India, which are all days or holidays, and all those things. If you want to specify, or if you want to kind of like create an alert for those kinds of dates, right? You can write an application which creates those kinds of alerts to you, saying like, okay, tomorrow is a holiday, and today you want to get that particular alert. Okay, so you can create one application which is running in the background for checking the dates, and then once it sees that particular date, right, it will give you an alert saying like tomorrow is a holiday. If you want to plan something, you can plan it, kind of like a planner. Okay, those kinds of things you can do with these classes. So you can think of any number of applications based on these calendars. For that matter, whatever the things we discussed till now, we can kind of like come up with some application to include all the functionalities or all the constructs that we have discussed so far for Java. Okay, so it has so many methods. We will discuss those methods. Okay, so I have not mentioned it because it has a lot of methods and also some constants. Okay, we will discuss those things with the API reference. Okay, so this is one of the concrete implementation of your calendar. This is abstract because you can implement your own. I suggest you to try to implement this calendar on your own. Okay, say for example, you can create your console application only. Console is nothing but when you run this program, right, in Eclipse, it should show a current date, like say for example, I'll show you. Okay. Okay, this is CentOS 7 operating system, which is Linux. Okay. Okay, it says it's a Linux operating system. Okay, so when I type date here, it shows like this. Okay, say with the same format that we have seen in this particular class. So see here. So this is the format which it gives you. Okay, that is why I always tell, like Java, right? It simulates Unix. Okay, so see here, Tuesday 29, whatever the date. The format, if you see here, with whatever the format that you see here, right? It is the same thing. Okay, so what you can, when you type date, right, it gives you, so calendar. Okay, there's a okay, so cal is a command. Okay. Excuse me. So this way, so the moment you type cal, right, it displays the current month in this particular format. Okay, in this particular format. So you can try to simulate these kinds of functionalities in your Java using this calendar and the Gregorian calendar classes. Hope all of you are able to see my screen, whatever I'm trying to show it. Okay, so when you type cal, it shows like this. This is current month's calendar. Say for example, I want to okay, so cal 2015. Okay, it shows cal 2015 means it shows all the months based on this particular year. Okay, calendar and help. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, options, day, month, year. Okay, so cal month. Let us give month, that is Jan 2015. Okay, so cal 2015. Okay, so I don't know how options 1, 3. Okay, you just try these things. I've done it long back, so I don't remember the exact format. Okay, it is showing, but I don't want to spend time here. Just you can try to. The idea is, okay. The idea is, yes, I'll show you one more time. Cal, it gives you the current calendar, that is current month's calendar. So if you give you year, it will give you all the months. Calendar, I don't know how to okay, so illegal year value, use 1 to 9. Okay, calendar 1 hashtag 2015. Okay, so it shows that is I was trying a different one. So it will give you December, I think. Okay, so it gave November months. Okay, so I think it is 1 to kind of like 1 to 12. Months are numbered as 1 to 12. So it gives, if you want one specific month, right? Cal 12 2014. So it will give you December 14th calendar. Okay, so you can try to simulate these kinds of calendars based on your calendar month. Okay, I mean calendar and the Gregorian calendar classes. Okay, so as I mentioned, the calendar does not have, it does not provide any public constructor. Okay, you can use get instance method. As I mentioned, calendar dot get instance method. Okay, get instance method you can use to get a calendar object, and on that calendar object you can use various methods. Okay, we will see those methods. So Gregorian is the implementation of your calendar abstract class. So it has so many methods. You can pass int month and day of month, hours, minutes, and seconds. There are other constructors also. Based on that one, you can get a calendar object initialized with specific date. Okay, so where is calendar? Okay, so where is calendar class, abstract class, calendar? Okay. So here there are certain static fields. You can use all those static fields. Okay. For example, here it says are fields set. So it says whether all the fields are set for currently set for a particular time. Okay. This one will give you day of month. This one will give you day of week. Okay. Day of week in month. Okay. Day of year. So all these things, various fields are there. You can use those things. For example, if you want to see what is the hour today, you can give this. You can use this particular field. I'm not sure whether you are able to see. Okay. So here you can say March. For each month, we have one particular this one. It will give you the date value. Okay. Month value. Okay. And then Tuesday, all these things. Let's see an example that will make you understand it in a better way. Okay. So let us see calendar test. Okay. So here I have one particular array set as for months. Okay, I'm creating, as I mentioned, get instance method is there. Since it is an abstract class, we don't have constructors exposed to users for getting a calendar object. Okay, so that is why. So once we get the calendar object, we can use various methods. So we can see various methods here. So where are the methods? Sorry. So various methods are there here. So some of the methods are abstract methods because this is abstract class. Obviously, there should be some abstract classes. I mean methods. Okay. So there are various methods. We can see, or we can use some of the methods here. So I have created a particular object. So that is it. As I mentioned, it will give you a calendar object, which is nothing but Gregorian calendar, which is initialized with current date and time. Okay. So when I try to get the month, it will give you the month of this one. Okay, current month, whatever the month. We can try to print that as well. Okay, so it when you try to print that, it clearly shows that object. Okay, it's a Gregorian calendar object, and it will give various components of a particular object. Okay, so many parameters are there. Okay, yeah, you can use if you want to get a current month. Okay, so you can use calendar.month, get calendar.month. This will give you the actual calendar of month. Okay, let us try to print that as well. So it will give you month as 11. Okay, but we don't want the month as 11 because we wanted to print it as whether it is December, November, all those things. Okay, so let us try to print this. So it has taken that month 11th as, see here we have this is the 0th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it gave you the index 11th, the 11th index of this month. Okay, so we are using this month object, month array, and passing the index. Okay, so when you say calendar.month, it will give you the month 11th month. Okay, that is month, actual month which we calculate. We calculate as Jan as 1 and 12 as December, right? So it gives you 1 less than that one. So whatever the month that we calculate, so 0 will be Jan and 11th will be December. So this will calculate that month will give you 11, which is the index of December in months array. So that is why it clearly shows when you run this program, it will give you a correct date. Okay, so December 29, 2015, time is 9:31. Okay, that is what it shows. So that is what we have meant, kind of like got the information using these fields, static fields inside your calendar object itself. Okay, this gives you the date, this gives you the year. Okay, what I am trying to do here is I'm trying to print the month and then the date, that is current date, and then comma 2015. So date I am printing it as in this format. Okay, that is month, date, comma year. Okay, so it is printing December 29, comma 2015. So that is why that is what I am trying to print, and also I am trying to print the time. Okay, so hour, minute, and milliseconds. So that is time I am printing it as hours is 9:09:32. So what is the millisecond? Okay. So Pawan is asking 9:30. Can we create a holiday planner for this class using this with this class? Yes, obviously you can create. So what are all the whatever you want to do with the date, time, right? You can do with these things, these two classes. Okay, if you want to create your holiday planner or whatever it is, that's a good idea actually. You can create, you can use these two classes, calendar and Gregorian calendar. Okay, Gregorian calendar and calendar classes. So whatever you want to do it, you can do it. And the best way to understand or best way to kind of like implement these things is the way I have showed you, like calendar, right? When you say cal, it will give you current month. When you say cal and specify the month and year, it will give you that particular year's calendar, that particular month calendar. Okay, you can try to simulate that exact thing. What is that exact functionality? Say for example, when you run the program, you can ask, so this is how, like what are the inputs? You need not have to give input. When you type cal, you just have to print the current calendar date, current calendar exactly. Okay, or if you specify particular month, you have to current date, you have to consider current year and that particular month. Okay, you have to display the calendar for that particular month that is specified. That is, if I specify 8, it should display August 2015 calendar. Okay, like that. So, but when you specify year also, you should take care of printing the calendar for that particular year. You understood that concept, right? So you can do all those things with this particular these two classes, along with this one. What is that? Holiday planner. Whatever you want to, like, if you want only holiday planner, right? Holiday planner means what you can get out of these calendars is you can check for a particular calendar, and then you see whether there are whether that particular day is a holiday or something like that, whether it is a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Weekend, Saturday, Sunday in US is generally holiday, right, for IT people. So you can take those things as holidays. Apart from that, there will be some other holidays also, right? A New Year holiday and all those things. You can kind of like come up with those kinds of things and then create your own calendar along with your planners. Okay. Like I said, you can create a notification, an application which checks the next date and tells you whether that is a holiday or not. If it is a holiday, it will notify you some way or the other. Okay, so that is your implementation. You can do that way. All those things you can do. Okay. Then move on to, there are various methods. Please go through these methods. Okay, so they are very simple. There are setters and getters methods. So they are very simple. So this is for your calendar. So what I have done is I have used some of the setters here. So I have added, I've changed this hour, minute and milliseconds. Okay, and I am displaying this particular. Okay, so where some error is there. Okay, can update this one this way. Okay, and then let's move on to the other classes. Gregorian calendar, it is similar to your calendar, but it's an implementation. You can see all other abstract classes being implemented in your Gregorian calendar. Okay, so let us move on to the next class, time zone. This is a class which implements your time zone. Okay, so time zone is your, say for example, I am in CST time zone, right? That is central time zone. So it encapsulates the time zone, and this is also kind of like your abstract class. It has only one constructor, that is default constructor, not exact abstract class. Simple time zone. Give me a second. I'm getting a call from it's office call. Okay, so just give me a couple of minutes. Okay, just pause and disconnect and connect again. Okay, I'm getting a call from my office. Give me a second. Yeah. Yes, I got a call from office, so I had to attend that. So I got disconnected and was attending that call. Yeah, let's get on. Let's move on. So this time zone encapsulates the time zone. For example, we will be in different time zones, right? Maybe some of us will be in IST time zone, some of us will be in Central time zone, Eastern time zone, those kinds of time zones. Okay, this particular class implements or encapsulates time zone itself. Okay, and then so whatever the abstract methods that are there in your time zone that are implemented in your simple time zone. One of the concrete implementation of your time zone is simple time zone. Okay, just to make them working. So sorry, it is N. Okay, so make to work easily this particular with time zones. This particular class has been created. So let us see an example of this. I'm really sorry that I have got some disturbances today. Please bear with me today. Okay, this is an example of a Gregorian calendar. Almost exactly the same of your calendar test class here, that is calendar test and the Gregorian calendar test. If you see, almost everything is same except that we can get we have got Gregorian calendar using the constructor itself, directly constructor itself, whereas in calendar we got the Gregorian calendar object using get instance method. Okay, all other things are fine, same exactly. So there will be some functions like use leap year, right? So that is not implemented in calendar, but you can use it in Gregorian calendar to check whether a particular year, that is current year, calendar year, whatever the year you got, that year, that you can use it as leap year. Okay, and then time zone. So it doesn't define any method of its own, but you can get a default object. Okay, so this default object will give you it checks your system time zone, current time zone where you are, and then it gives you that particular time zone. Okay, for example, get default, it gives you the default time zone where you are staying right now. Okay, then there are so many available methods. It defines so many other methods which you can use it to get the details around a particular time zone. Okay, so here I'm in central time zone, so it clearly says Central Standard Time. Okay, and what is the ID? America, Chicago. So you can, if you want to kind of like list out, there is a method called get available IDs. So that method you can use it to list out all the available IDs. So it gives you around, I have listed out first 10 IDs here, but if you can see here, number of IDs, right? That is, they are around 623 IDs. Okay, 623 IDs are there. So that is out of that, first 10 I have displayed here. Okay, so similarly, there are other methods as well. Time zone. Okay, so you can use those methods to long and short clone get available IDs that I have shown you. Display name, get default. So get the default time zone for this host, that is the system on which I'm working. Okay, based on the locale, we will see what is this locale. Okay, so based on the locale, it will display the time zone as well. You can pass a particular locale object. Based on that locale object, it will display. Say for example, you can create a particular locale object for California that will give you Pacific time. Okay, when you try to display the name, it will give you Pacific Standard Time or Pacific whatever it is. Okay, so daylight time savings are also there. The DST savings, all those things, all those kinds of information you can get out of this particular time zone. Okay, so use daylight time. You can use it to query this particular daylight particular time zone uses daylight time savings. Okay, all those things you can get out of it. I'll try to explore more on these methods. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so let us try to, if you have any questions, you can ask now also. Okay, okay, let us try to check whether or not. Okay, so it accepts a date object. Let us create a date object. Okay, so you can use this one for. Okay, so is the in daylight time of today. Okay, so now we are not in DST. Okay, that's why it says false. Okay, CST is not in daylight time. So those kinds of inquiries you can do with respect to a time zone object. Okay, and also next, let's move on to the next one. So simple time zone, it is similar to your whatever the methods that are available in your time zone. You can additional methods will be there, which are all abstract in, for example, this one. Okay, this is abstract method. If you go to simple time zone, this method will give you based on some requirements. They would have implemented that particular method. Okay, what was that method? Row offset. Okay, so this returns void. Okay, these things you can implement it. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, next one is locale class. So it is like it encapsulates the geographical location or the cultural region. Okay, and also provides ability to write programs based on that cultural geographical requirements or cultural requirements. For example, if you want to create an application which is specific to certain country or certain region, right? You can write your applications specific to that particular region. Okay, based on using this particular locale object. So it defines several constants which for most of the common locales. Okay, we'll see all what are these constants, and these are all the constructors. And constructors here we specify the language in the sense like en language is English, right? So here you can specify English. Okay, but English is used in many countries. So, but here you can specify the country as well. Okay, with language you can specify the country to create a local object, and based on that local object you can say, for example, we had one of the methods in time zone or in calendar, right? In calendar we had one method wherein it takes a particular local object. Based on that one it gives you results. Okay, so this one will take some data also. Okay, so let us see an example. Local test. Okay, so here you can say I have created two objects, one with US object, another with Great Britain. Okay, and I try to display the country name, the language, and display language of particular local. You can, some of the methods will take local object on local object only. Okay, so it clearly says the United States. What is the language that we have specified here? Okay, and the display language name, it gives you the language, the full description of a particular language. Okay, so what are the methods available in local object? Other methods you can see here. So these are all the constants. Okay, static constants like Canada, for useful constants for a particular country. Okay, Canada, French, China, Chinese, English, and France, French. For language you can specify these things. Okay, and then for country you can specify these things. So clone equals, for language tag, get country, it will give you returns the country name. Get default local object, display name for a particular local object itself. Okay, you can specify a local object. Just now I showed you. You can create one particular local object and pass that local object to this local object. So or this method. Okay, and it will display the name of that country. There are other the get language method, get script. So just try all these things, methods. I mean these methods, and let me know if you have any difficulties in implementing it. Okay. Please send me an email, so that will be easier for me, so that I can check the email and then respond it accordingly. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Currency class. This is our it encapsulates the currency information. Okay, and defines no constructors. And formatter, this is one of the important methods which can be used to format the input text. Okay, the text you can format it based on your requirement. For example, you have printf function in your C. Okay, where you use format specifiers like F for float, percentage, S for string, percentage, D for integers, percentage, L for long, and all. Okay, all these things you use. Such kind of formatters you can use with formatter to format the string based on format and input text based on your requirement. Okay, you see, for number format can be used for formatting your numbers, date format and message format also. Okay, you will see an example of these two things now. So read more about currency and formatter. So I'll get to know more about it. Okay, so I'm using formatter, I mean the currency class here. So we can specify the local here. Just I have mentioned it, right? We have different constants for local. For US, we can use US. Okay, so based on that one, since it does not define any methods, we can use this get instance method to get an object of currency. We don't have a public constructor, so we have to, the workaround for this for lack of public constructor is your get instance method. So it will give you an instance of currency based on the locale that you pass here. Okay, based on the locale that you pass here, and then the currency object that you get, on that you can call multiple methods like get currency code, get display name, get symbol, get available currencies and all. Okay, those things you can use it, which will give you information around a particular currency object itself. Okay, say for example, if you specify something related to Canada, it will give you information on Canada, or something related to some other country, Great Britain or something like that, it will give you the corresponding information. Let us say some, okay, let us run this program and change few of the things and see how it changes. Okay, so here if you see, I have passed US, locale as US. So currency code it is showing as USD, and display name is US dollar. Okay, the symbol is dollar itself. Okay, so available currencies, total available currencies is so many currencies are available. So let us change this to some other locale. Okay, what are the other constants we have? Okay, let us use China. Okay, so let us try to get the values for that. Okay, China country code is CNY, Chinese yuan currency. Okay, and symbol is CNY. Okay, let us try different one. Canada, let us try Canada. Okay, so we can see now Canada dollar. I thought, oh yeah, CAD is Canadian dollar only. So symbol is CAD. So like that you can get a all these classes, right? They will be kind of like useful when you try to create region specific applications. Okay, for example, I want to create an application which is region specific to Canada. Okay, so if you want to create an application for that particular region, okay, you can use these kinds of this one. What is that? These are all classes for specific to that particular region. For example, you can specify locale and then create a particular application based on that particular locale. Okay, and then formatter is there. Locale test is done. Formatter test. So so there are various constructors for formatter. Please check those things. I have used the default constructor here. Okay, I have used the default constructor here. So what am I doing? So I have created a particular formatter object. Okay, and formatter object, there is a method called format. Okay, so there in that particular format method, you can use, these are called as formatters, format specifiers. Okay, format specifiers. So percentage S is for printing strings. Okay, so I have not specified anything here. I just mentioned a particular format specifier, that is for string, and I am passing this as argument. Okay, this will be replaced, this percentage S will be replaced with this Java. Okay, and then here there are other ways, like percentage X is for say for example, you have this is replaced by this particular argument, this is replaced by this one, and this is replaced by this one. Okay, so here I have mentioned the float here, but that will be converted as hex. That float will be converted into hex. Okay, this will be 10 will be converted into hex, and then this will be 24 will be converted into octal. Okay, so those kinds of formatting you can do here. Those kinds of formatting you can do here. Okay, so yeah, based on this is for your date and time of formatting. Okay, I'll share this program. So just try to run this and try to go through the methods. That will give you a clear picture. Okay, how these methods can be used and what exactly these things are meant. Okay, these are all format specifiers. Okay, so you can see here. Sorry. So So here, this Java is whatever the string that you pass here, right? That will be percentage. This will be replaced with Java. Okay. And then what I have done, I have tried to use the same object and then added few more formats. Okay. So if you see here, the previous thing is added to whatever was there, and then hex, that is 10 is in hex is A is 10 in hex. Okay, hexadecimal. Okay, 24 is 13 octal, and then this 12.23 is in float is in hexadecimal it is 1.875C28P3. Okay, 28P3. So these are all the format specifiers. But if you observe here, if you use the same object, right, format object, it keeps appending. Okay, that's why whenever you want to change some format, you have to create a new object. Okay, so that's why I have created new formatter objects here. Formatter object for whenever I change the format. If you want only the time related to this particular calendar object, it will give you this way. If you want full this one, what is that? Your current calendar in this particular format, TC. That is what it gives you the format. That will give you the exact format. So month only. If you want to specify the month, you can view that one. Okay, December. This is your full extended. This is your shortened month. This is for your month in numbers. Okay, this is how it is displayed for this one. So this is how you can use your formatter. Please explore more on this formatter. Come back to me if you have any questions. Okay, so let us see some of the methods in formatter. These are all very important classes, and as I mentioned, util package is one of the most important packages, along with lang and IO packages. Okay, so this is your formatter class. There are so many methods. Please go through each and every method and understand how to use those methods. Okay, where are the methods? These are all constructors. Okay, oh, very few methods. Okay, so you can use these methods. Try to use these methods and let me know. Different formats of format methods are there. Okay, try using different formats, these things, and let me know if you have any difficulties. Okay, and there is one more class that is we have already discussed the class long back, that is scanner class, which you can use it for reading your input from your keyboard and then as input, and then take action based on whatever the input that you use it. Okay, that the scanner can be used with your string tokenizer or for that matter your split also. Okay, and you can implement your own calculator, simple calculator. If you want to implement a simple calculator which does addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that is also enough. Okay, and somebody is asking a question. What is that? Kaita is asking a question regarding my this one program. Yeah, let me tell. Yeah, sorry Kaita, I did not see your you raise your hand. Yeah, please go ahead. What is your question?
In that string tokenizer, I mean, I have used this one, so my output is like 1. First, I am getting 1 and then 4. 1 is for that integer, and char I'm getting like 4. Maybe something I have used wrong.
For the same string, you're talking about the same string?
Yeah, we did some addition, right? 14 plus 23
Yeah,
something.
no. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing yes.
So is it the same string that you have given, or the one which you have pinged in
No,
the chat?
the one which I have pinged in the chat. Like we
Okay.
have to
So
write that
okay. So let me take
backslash
out that.
t.
Oh, hold on for a second. Let me copy that one. Okay. Let me copy that and try to run that. Put it in a program and run it. Okay. Okay. So you have used that. Let me put it in string tokenizer itself. Okay, this is how you have used it, right?
Yeah.
This is the same thing. Yeah, this is what Kavita is using. Let me import this. Okay, so this is your addition, and then true. Okay, based on your addition, you are trying to print it. Oh, give me a second. Oh,
maybe something I did wrong.
okay. Okay. There was supposed to be one meeting. There was supposed to be a meeting for me. I think. Give me a second. I'll just disconnect and connect back today. So give me a second, okay? Okay. You should have mentioned, Kavita. Are you all able to see my screen? Am I audible? Please confirm. Kavita, am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I will. I thought
Okay.
I am on mute.
Okay, you're not on yet. Pawan Pawan, can you hear me now? Oh man, in between if something happens, right, I'll kind of like okay, yeah, Tina also confirmed that she can hear me. Yeah, so it is like this, right? DB migration is going on. SQL Server data is migrating from SQL Server to Oracle Server. So what I do is like I'll use some tool to generate flat files in this format. Okay, so this particular character is my delimiter for different fields in a particular table. For example, field name, first name, last name, and employee ID. Okay, so SQL loader we can specify that this is my delimiter for a particular field, and then and also there are certain things that I can mention while creating a control file. There is something called as control file, which is referred by Oracle SQL loader, SQL LDR. Okay, that is a command. Okay, SQL loader which takes input as flat file. Okay, and then there will be a control file. Okay, there will be a control file which is used to kind of read each record from flat file, which is used to read each record from a particular flat file. Okay, in this control file, I can mention this as a delimiter for each field. Okay, delimiter for each field. Assume that you are asked to write a program which simulates your SQL loader functionality. Means you read this particular text and give me the fields. Okay, it is not like I'm deleting unwanted character. It is not unwanted character. It is a delimiter actually. Okay, that caret symbol, right? That is used to. This is called as caret symbol. So that is used as a delimiter for separating out your different fields. Okay, different fields used as the delimiter for different fields. Okay, so based on this particular caret symbol, we fetch the records, different fields for a particular column of a particular table. That is how we use it. Okay, so delimiter is not like unwanted thing which needs to be deleted. It can be considered as something which can be like in plus also we have used it, right? This is a delimiter, and we took it as a kind of like use it for its operation. Plus is for addition, right? So that is where we used this one, like in our this particular application program, we used it as addition. We used it for addition. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions you have? Please let me know. Otherwise, I can wind up the call. There are multiple things going on. There are multiple things going on, so that's why. Okay, so let me know. Otherwise, you can send me an email to my email ID, that is intuition.javatraining@gmail.com. Okay, so we can kind of like I'll make sure that whatever the doubts you have, I will try to answer to all those doubts. If required, I'll try to write some simple programs and try to explain it to you. Okay, whoever it is, I mean, whoever sends me an email, I will try to reply to your email with the sample programs. But what I would require is I want you to try first. That is what my approach. Okay, so I want you to try first. If you don't get it, definitely I will try to help, like you tried, Kavita, here. Okay, so you are not sure how to use that string token with an argument, right? So try. That is what I always tell to everyone who comes to me with question. Okay, if at all support comes to me with the question, I want to see what exactly they have done it, how much they have understood what they have read it. Okay, I want to understand it. So how when they try to implement their understanding, right, in some program, and when they go wrong, or if they misinterpret whatever they have read it for a particular method, then I will try to correct it. But I want the initial effort to be done from your side, and then I will try to explain it. Okay, so that is I mean, otherwise also that is fine. I will explain it to you with an example. Okay, so please send me your queries, whatever the queries you have till now we have discussed. We have one more class to go, that is we will discuss basics on threads. Okay, threads and concurrency. So tomorrow we will complete it, and then I will give one exercise. Okay, and then after completing that exercise, we will start our advanced Java. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Kavita. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, everyone. Thanks for attending this session. Enjoy your night and take care. Bye.